If I were to ask you right now, if you were, or what were your chances on getting to heaven? And, or if you thought right now if you died, you were, like, were you going to go to heaven? And you said yes, I would ask you, first of all, like, okay, it's good to hear, but what's, on what conditions are you making it into heaven? And then if you were to say no, I would point you to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 19, where it says, "And so, dear brothers and sisters, we can boldly enter heaven's most holy place because of the blood of Jesus." Actually, I'm going to read a little further than that. "By his death, Jesus opened a new and life-giving way through the curtain into the most holy place. And since we have a great high priest who rules over God's house, let us go right into the presence of God with sincere hearts, fully trusting him. For our guilty consciences have been sprinkled with Christ's blood to make us clean, and our bodies have been washed with pure water." So my message to you today, it's the simplest of all messages. It's the most beautiful also. It's that if you don't know if you're going to make it to heaven, you can, right now, you can have your answer checked off. You can have, like, your eternity, like, you have your eternity at your fingertips. And my message to you, we can only enter through Jesus. It says in John 14, I don't remember if it was 7 or 6, but it says, "He is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but through him." And it says, "So, dear brothers and sisters, we can boldly enter the heaven's most holy place because of the blood of Jesus." That was Jesus's exact purpose when he entered, when he dwelt among us, as the Gospel of John also states. But if you're, like, wondering if you're going to make it to heaven, you can have your answer right now. Just put your faith in the finished work. And it says, Jesus said, "It is finished." And I think in Greek or Hebrew that translates to forever and always. But you can have your eternity, when you have your eternal answer, for when you die, you can go into heaven. Not because you were a good person, not because, you followed some other man-made religion, but you followed the one true Son of God and God in the flesh, Jesus Christ.